all been asking about my Shadow and Bone cancellation thoughts, and I just filmed an entire video talking about it. And then something happened that's reminded me that this is so much bigger. So if you're a Shadow and Bone fan and you're devastated about this cancellation, I'm begging you to continue watching. I had the absolute privilege of interviewing Olin Rogers on the red carpet just a few days ago at Buffer Festival to talk about his new project, Godspeed. And just listen, look at what's happened to him.
I was hoping the day wouldn't come, but it's here. About a month from now, December 15th. Why do I get emotional? God, I hate this. I hate that I do this. It's just so, I feel so intensely about this thing, but it's just, it means so much to me. So December 15th is when it'll be gone forever. That means if you are able to watch it on Netflix, that's it. That's all. You got a month. You got a month to watch it one last time before it's gone. There will be no other place to get it besides if you're a pirate. This is part of the reason why the graphic novel is so important to me right now, because it's a chance to document everything that's getting erased and then finish it. Half a decade of my life was that show, you know, and it's weird. It's a weird feeling. And I'm not expecting it to be on a streamer forever, but put it on iTunes, put it on Amazon, give me some physical copies, you know, like make it just be.
This is about so much more than Netflix canceling a show. Shows get canceled every year. This has been happening since the dawn of entertainment. This is about the future of art, the future of television, and how we preserve art in this modern culture. It cannot be in the sole hands of a streamer to decide whether art is publicly available. It's deciding to erase it from your platform on a certain date after years of work put in by everybody on that show. It's absolutely disgusting. And if you don't think that they would do the same thing to Shadow and Bone, that they would just decide to erase it from the platform, you are absolutely mistaken. And this is why a few things are so important. Physical media has not been as important in society as it is right now. This is why Oppenheimer is going to have a DVD release so that you can keep a copy of the film as it was intended to be watched in your own home. It preserves the integrity of the art when you buy a physical copy of the art you love. And this is why it's also so critical that we demand of streamers making original content, especially when it comes to diverse content, that they preserve it and don't just make a short-term investment to check off a box. Let's go back to Shadow and Bone as an example of this. Was Shadow and Bone a perfect adaptation of the books? Totally not. There were many fundamental problems in the interpretation of the show versus the books, which fans have discussed in depth. But was it still a show that had diversity and told queer stories? Absolutely it was. And to just eliminate the possibility of exploring those storylines further is a disgusting betrayal of trust in the fans that believed that those stories were going to be told and honored. And now adding that to a pipeline of content where we could just see it erased from the platform. We may never have physical copies of Shadow and Bone. It is disgusting. It makes me feel sick to my stomach. So if you're pissed about the Shadow and Bone cancellation, you should be equally as pissed by the projects that are being erased. My heart is breaking, not just for Shadow and Bone fans, not just for Future Space fans, but for every fan of a show that has seen their show canceled after such a high promise was set by the platform that they would invest in diverse storytelling. I am so upset for the creatives that spend years developing these projects. I'm so upset for the writers of the Six of Crows spinoff that invested so much time and energy into creating a show that is fully ready to start production only to have their dreams evaded because Netflix decided it wasn't worth the investment. I'm so pissed for the Wile E. Coyote team that is having their project currently coming off the shelf, and I guess now it's being debated if another platform will pick it up. But the fact that they even have to go through this process after creating an entire piece of art that was tested and ready for release. I'm pissed for the Warrior Nun fans. I'm pissed for the Anne with an E fans, especially as an East Coast girl. The list truly does not end. Like, this is just such an unacceptable condition for our industry to be in. If you're upset about these shows, or your friends are, or there's other shows that have gone through a similar thing that you're still fighting for, to use this comment section as a place to like get together, because I'm getting heated talking about this, and if you can't tell, I'm losing my voice pretty severely. If you're looking for the more minute-to-minute updates on things like this, they all get posted onto my story, onto the other place where stories go. I've been talking about the future of Shadow and Bone for almost a year now, and I'm not going to stop just because of this news. So more updates to come, no matter how this story is ending. No mourners, no funerals.